Alright YouTube, what's the story? It's example here. Basically, today's video is just going to be based around a bit of the truth behind tactics in FIFA 21. And the amount of videos, and the only thing that really worked for YouTubers, especially competitive FIFA YouTubers this year, was tactics, man. The videos are banged all year round. Everybody gets 1 of 10s on bleeding YouTube. Everybody loves it. Alright, fair enough. They are working. You lot at home are licking it up. Ranners, FIFA analysts, all the lads. Give me all the tactics. Fair enough, it works. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. I did the same. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I'm here now, it's June, you know what I mean? All the views are pretty much gone. CPM for most people is probably in the bin. So let me tell you a bit of facts, alright? The truth about tactics in FIFA 21. Alright, first thing about tactics in FIFA 21 is what works for me won't necessarily work for you. And that's just the basis of everything, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to play exactly how you play. Personally, I don't carry a lot of the ball. I look for stupid true balls. I play 5-back sometimes, most of the time. And yeah, like most of you guys might hold the ball, do more skills than I do. The moral of the story, nobody plays the same way. And it's stupid to think that, you know what I mean, Ranners is 4-2-2 is going to be unreal for you when you don't play the same as him, especially since he's a top tier player. And most of you looking for tactics online are probably Elite 3 and below, you know, because anybody pretty much Elite 2 and above kind of, you know what I mean, uses their own. That's how it is. But I understand, again, you know what I mean, gotta get that bread. But like, it won't work for you necessarily. It might, I'm not saying it won't, but like, that's just what I've kind of taken away from watching some of these videos, and I'm like, well, I can't use long ball, it doesn't suit me, that's just pinging the ball forward only. I like to have the option, or using possession because I can't keep the ball for my life, you know what I mean? Alright, so that's basically rule number 1, alright? And then the second about tactics, truthfulness behind it, it isn't a Hail Mary recipe to get good at the game, alright? Nobody is looking up these tactics, and you shouldn't, if you are in this case, be looking up these tactics to get good at the game. You should be already pretty good at the game before you even look at tactics. So pretty much chess players, what they did, they played chess for 4 or 5 years before they started researching, studying, you know, the philosophy of chess. You know, and that's probably what we should do too. Get good at the game first, you know, get good at the fundamentals, the things that are broken in the game, and then look at the outer world of tactics and that kind of thing. Because, you know what I mean, if you're only good with a tactic and you're not good at the game without that tactic, you aren't good at the game. You're good at using a tactic to abuse the game, you know? So if you can go into a game and bleeding get Unreal, Weekend League, or Combatant, or whatever the fuck tournaments you do play in, if you can do that without using any specific tactics, you're good at the game, fair play. But if you have to use a certain tactic only to be good at the game, it just doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. Alright? And number 3, alright, if you don't know many tactics and your favorite YouTubers' tactics aren't working versus somebody you're playing against, whether it be in weekend league, tournaments, blah blah blah, match your opponent's formation. That's something that I probably seen first in Gorilla in FIFA 17, when he could outscore anybody in tournaments. So when he was losing games, he thought it was a tactical error. So what he did was match his opponent's formation because he believed that he was better than them in their formation. So he just scored more goals pretty much. And that's what he did, and it worked. So that's something I would say, all right, to do for anybody. It's just a good idea, you know what I mean? Match them. If you think you're better than them, match their formation, you know? Maybe give them a little bit of press out to possession loss if you really want to chase it down. Or just keep it balanced. If you think you're better than them, change to the formation that they're using, all right? So moral of the story, find what works for you, all right? You, at home. Not your favorite YouTuber, not your favorite streamer, you. Use somebody else's tactics, maybe, all right, as something to go off, all right, and then tweak it to the way that suits your play style. That's pretty fucking important, you know what I mean? If that doesn't work, leave your tactics as default and then tweak them gradually until you have what works for you, because that is the most important thing here, isn't it? That's what we all try and chime in about, like, oh, this is what I use to get top 200. Find what works for you, all right? Like, and again, I'm not selling you a dream here. This is how all of us top tier players do it. We don't, you know what I mean, take everybody's other shit and then use it. We either take somebody else's, tweak it to fit ourselves, or we start from default custom tactics, you know, balanced 5 width, 5 depth. And then after a few games, I need a bit wider. I need less depth. I need more depth. I need some press. I need some more players in the box, corners to 2, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's going to sell you a dream with tactics in a video. That's pretty much it. It's been your boy Example. Good night. Take care and peace.